Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I want to talk about Microsoft and Apple. Microsoft and Apple have had a long history. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, there have been many movies and books written about this. The fierce competition they had between each other to dominate the tech industry. Way back from the time when both of them started, when they were both very young, both of them college dropouts, both of them had a very different track in life, and both of them finally went on to lead huge tech giant companies, creating them and then leading them. And there was a lot of, some of it was healthy, some of it was very unhealthy and bad blood between both of them. But now, as far as the current situation is concerned, after Jobs has especially passed away, Bill Gates, at least publicly, seems to be very amicable towards Steve Jobs. But between the competition between the companies still persists. The owners, the founders, the creators have moved on. The culture of rivalry between Microsoft and Apple is very much there and very real. That's why when Microsoft recently has overtaken Apple to become the most valuable company publicly, it was actually market news and it led to a lot of questions being asked. After Satya Nadella took over Microsoft, he was under a lot of scrutiny because he was someone who was new, but people who were in his camp have always vouched for him and said he's a very visionary leader and he has very strong pedigree to leading the company in the right direction and he will definitely bring Microsoft great glory. And so far, it definitely does seem like that. The way he's taken Microsoft cloud computing, the Xbox, Microsoft gaming, the way he's managed to acquire Blizzard, the way he's navigated that, and even to avoid the previous mistakes of being accused of monopoly by the way he invested into OpenAI at 49% and controlled the board. We saw him doing it very with great finesse. Sam Altman episode where he moved his pieces and he almost moved the entire company into Microsoft before the board of OpenAI relented and Sam was reinstated. And then the board was dissolved and a fresh board has been instated and Microsoft is sitting on the board. So the way he did all that is remarkable. And that has been the main difference, I would say, between Apple and Microsoft is the leadership. Meanwhile, Tim Cook, yes, has been leading Apple, but it has been pretty much a status quo. They've been trying very hard, Apple. This is, of course, from a consumer point of view. I'm purely talking from a consumer point of view. That I'm a strong supporter of Apple. I use all Apple products, and I always tell people to use Apple and saying how great Apple is. Even Keshav knows about this. One of the main reasons Keshav went and bought an iPhone is seeing me use the iPhone so extensively. He was inspired and bought on the same product iPhone because he also saw the advantages of having of an iPhone because the Apple ecosystem is so great. It's just not the product. And the reason why they're able to charge such a premium for a product and make people buy their product, though it's definitely you're paying probably 5, 6 times more than you need to pay for the same amount of services in Android. But you're willing to pay is just because the user experience in Apple ecosystem is so nice. But then came along AI. The problem with AI is it has taken user experience to another level where it's not anymore hardware dependent. It is purely becoming more and more like interacting at a human level, where the klutziness of using technology is eroding very fast, where you don't need to have a phone in front of you and open and unlock and tap and, klutzily move around in it, that you can engage with technology the way we engage with other human beings. It's rapidly approaching that. And that would make an ecosystem like Apple's very much irrelevant if you don't need to have an ecosystem to interact with something like another artificial human being. And this is where the whole problem is. Apple seems to have missed the boat, much like we have seen in history with Motorola, Ericsson, Nokia, all these giants of cellular technology and B2C products they were giving, mobile phones, all of it has disappeared. BlackBerry, Palm, you name it. There's so many of them which have disappeared because they were not able to see the writing on the wall and move along with the times and invest in the directions. I don't blame leadership. See, blaming leadership, looking at hindsight, is very easy. And it's very easy to do that looking back and saying Apple should have done something. But it's very hard to predict as a leader where the market is going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And I don't blame Apple entirely for this. People think AI just happened out of the box right now. No. AI has been on the works for decades. People have been working on AI since the inception of computers. It has been a dream, and it's been chipped away slowly in all corners of the world. And it's just that Apple missed the boat just because they did not make the right moves at the right time. They've been trying to do it too. Much credit to Apple, but they did not have Satya Nadella leading them. It just seems like that right now. To be able to see this and to make the moves in the market the way Satya has done is incredible. And that's what sets him apart. And that's what created this surge in Microsoft. Now, the big question remains, what will be Apple's game plan? What is going to be Google's game plan? How are they going to push the boundaries back? And how are they going to push Microsoft back? Because as of now, even Google's Gemini, there's lots of talk about it, but I don't see anything happening in substance as yet. We have to wait and watch because these things do take time to reach consumers like you and me, where we get to interact with the technology. It does take time. But within the industry, they're saying there is lots of things happening and we should wait and watch. Yes, we should wait and watch. That too, with robotics coming in and that mixed with AI, we are in for some very interesting times as human beings and as investors. Should you be buying Microsoft now? I cannot say you can buy Microsoft now because Microsoft has become way out of reach as of now. Do I see earnings to pick up to justify this price? That also I can't predict it because I'm not an astrologer. We'll have to wait and watch. But definitely keep your eyes on Apple, keep your eyes on Google, keep your eyes on Microsoft, and all of them. And when you do see opportunities, when there's a correction, like Peter Lynch famously said, every couple of years you'll see a 10% market correction happening. And when you do see those market corrections, whatever you have in your watch list, do consider it and look at moving into those positions. I would say congratulations, Satya Nadella, for achieving this, and it's a remarkable achievement. To take a company like Microsoft, the size it was in when you had taken control of it, and to push it to this level and this amount is a fantastic achievement, and it's something to be very proud of. Yes, is Indian heritage, and it's something also that makes us smile even more as being Indians. That is, a lot of Indians are leading a lot of Fortune 500 companies, and it's nice and heartwarming to see an Indian origin sitting there doing this. So thanks for watching the video. Do celebrate Microsoft's success, and let's cheer on Apple as they try and figure out how to come up with the next one. Definitely the Apple goggles or vision or whatever they're calling it is not it. I don't see that going anywhere. Anyway, let's see. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.